ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Well, welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with you. You know, there was a show I did during the pandemic called Quarantine Cabaret and Cocktails. Our second episode ever was with Chris Mann. He was, I don't know, everywhere he went, he was singing My Corona and coming up with great pieces. And he's been on The Voice. He tours as Tony Bennett in a tribute show. He sings, he puts out music. I'm getting married next May. My husband and I listened to his next single. Chris Mann's going to make me cry. His new single is out called I Do, and it's streaming wherever you listen to music. So you need to listen to it and follow at Official Chris Mann for when new music comes out. Chris Mann, welcome back to the show, friend.
Thank you. What an introduction. Congrats on the upcoming wedding.
Thank you. Now you're a married spud, as they say in Toy Story, and you have we saw your babies throughout COVID as part of your videos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why this song? Why now?
Oh, well, you know what's so funny is that I wrote I Do 15 years ago. And so why now? Why then? Why ever? I don't know. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, and also your wedding doesn't count unless you have I Do in my music in your wedding. Just letting you know. It's the new legal, stamp of approval. I love this song. Oh yeah, look at that.
Come on.
I wrote this song 15 years ago with my friend Bleu, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool to just list wedding vows and write like a really cool kind of retro R&B song to it. And why now? Well, it hasn't really gotten its due. I'd say I've always loved this song. Whenever I've been able to do it live, it's always been a fan favorite. So I think that's one reason why. And I'm putting it on my upcoming album, Return of the Gentleman. So it wasn't supposed to be the first single, but it was featured in a show on CW called All American. So we pushed it out, and that's really why now is because it was, in this big show. But it's a song about love, and I wrote it before I actually got married, and I just had my 11-year anniversary. We have 2 kids now, so I suppose something in there must be genuine.
Chris, I love All American, and as this little gay boy from New Jersey, you would not think that I'm rocking with the All American show, but it's a good show. It's juicy and fun and scandalous.
Right? Yes, all the things needed for a good show.
So you're working on an album.
Yeah,
you haven't had an album in a minute,
right.
So we're ready. How do you? Are they all original? Do you have covers? Like, how do you put together a Chris Mann album?
Well, this one is, I think, the one I've been waiting to make my whole life. It is my touring career over the last 10 years has evolved into my love of jazz and big band and standards, but with an R&B flair that I bring naturally. So this genre that this record represents, we're just sort of calling big band soul. And so it's part covers, part original, but it all is based in sort of big band. It's almost like Robin Thicke meets big band, or me, Chris Mann meets big band, what my version of it is. So anything from incredible new arrangements and mashups of standards like Just in Time into Let's Begin, My Funny Valentine with a Song in My Heart, to originals in that same vein, but like a little bit poppier. My song Gentleman, which is my favorite song I've ever done, which is sort of inspired, obviously, the title, Return of the Gentleman. Misty featuring Kenny G. India Ari is on a track. Dave Koz is planning to be on a track. So it's so cool, so special. The musicality is through the roof. I'm just really excited about it.
He just said casually, like, "Oh, Misty with Kenny G," and then India Ari just pops on in to sing a little something.
A little something.
Oh, I love that idea. You know what I love about your sound and a lot of the sound is that when we take these old songs, but we add a live. I was just saying this. A lot of theater has become the pits are very classical and quiet, and sometimes we want that live and we want these classic songs with energy and make
Yeah.
us feel something. Your other albums like Constellation and Roads and your live album, the works that you've done, your career has evolved. You've
A
been on
lot.
a journey. How do you, what makes you think like, I want to do this now? I'm in the mood. I did Broadway. I did theater. I want to sing pop music. I want to sing big band music. How do
Right.
you, is it just, are you on the treadmill and these ideas come in your head?
I mean, I've always done all of them anyway. I think the difference is that the beginning part of my career, I was trying really hard to sort of do fit in a box that I thought people wanted from me, which didn't result in like the results that I wanted. And then what happened what happened was during the pandemic, when you mentioned these parodies, was a complete accident. I randomly made my Corona. It completely blew up, and then I kept making them out of shame and embarrassment to try to
Absolutely.
like outdo what I did before. And then 600 million views later, I was like, oh wow, it resonated. And why did it resonate? Because I feel like I was being my most authentic self I've ever been, even though it was through comedy. But it was musical comedy, basically musical theater. So that was like after, we're in 15 years into my career at this point, going, oh wow, like authenticity. And that's really the first time I was like, that's me anyway, how important that is, right? So this record is my authentic self through serious music, because now people are like, oh, you do serious music? I'm like, "Mm, yes, of course I do." So it's the kitchen sink of what I love doing, but very much like laser focused in this, my original passion, which is R&B and big band. So it's sort of creating its own lane, but in a way that I feel like is super genuine to me. So I'm not intentionally trying to bounce around. It sort of happened over time, but I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah, but can we be like, can't you be funny and do parodies and do fun videos that are brilliant and make us laugh and cover Old Town Road and Hello and My Sharona and all that, and then come out and sing your face off and write music and sing covers and do it all?
I mean, I wish, I hope that would be the best, right? Yeah, that would be
You're doing
great.
it. You're doing it. You're doing it right now. Yeah, you've literally done it. You've literally been doing it. Um, so we could listen to I Do Now. I Do
Yeah,
is out.
ID's out, and ID's out. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever written. Um, Check it out. Get married to it. Dance to it, and then follow on official Chris Mann, and let me continue to lead you up to the release of this big record that's coming very soon.
All right, Chris, I got to email my DJ now because now I feel like personally, you told me my marriage will not count.
It won't.
And you
It,
listening, your marriage won't count either.
that's right. So it's null and void unless, and all future, your honey fund and all of your registry will come directly to me unless.
Not my honey fund.
Yeah.
Leave my honey fund alone, Chris.
No. Well, it's up to you, everybody.
Look, if you're getting married in the next decade or a century,
Yeah.
when you stream I Do and you have that great video, you paid for the video or photographer, or your aunt Susan in the corner is recording it on her iPhone, you need to tag official Chris Mann. Let him see your dance. Let's see the first dance. Let's see that moment.
Yeah.
And let's make it a thing.
I love it. Very special. Good idea.
I'm ready. I'm booked. I'll send you an invoice. My PR.
Yeah, that's fine. It might get lost in the mail, but go ahead and send that invoice.
We love your voice. We love your voice. We love your artistry. We love what you do and how you put it all together. It's always good to see you and talk to you.
Yeah,
Thank you for spending time with us today.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you.
Stream the music, follow along so we can stay up to date, and we'll be ready for the album. When the album comes out, we're gonna have to have you back on and chit chat about it all. So we look forward to it.
Good. Okay.
Thank you for being here.